21 black celebrities who had tragic endings after cosmetic surgery. What if the very procedures meant to make these celebrities look younger, richer, and more successful ended up changing their lives forever? Behind the glamorous photos, red carpets, and perfect social media, images are shocking stories of pain, regret, health complications, and heartbreaking consequences. From music legends to reality TV stars, some of the biggest black celebrities in entertainment discovered that chasing perfection can come at a devastating cost. In today's video, we're uncovering the truth behind some of the most talked about transformations in celebrity history. Stay until the end and tell us which story shocked you the most. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Golden Black Legends for more unforgettable celebrity stories. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson spent decades proving she was far more than a member of the famous Jackson family. With over 100 million records sold worldwide, multiple Grammy Awards, and a career spanning more than 40 years, she became one of the most influential entertainers of all time. Yet behind the success was constant pressure. From the beginning of her career, Janet lived under intense public scrutiny. Every performance, every photograph, and every change in her appearance became a topic of discussion. As the years passed, speculation about cosmetic procedures followed her everywhere. Fans and media outlets frequently debated whether she had undergone rhinoplasty or other facial enhancements. Janet rarely addressed these rumors directly, choosing instead to keep the spotlight on her work rather than her appearance. Unlike many celebrities, whose careers became consumed by discussions about plastic surgery, she continued focusing on music touring and creative projects. The reality is that female performers often face impossible standards. Aging naturally while remaining in the public eye can be incredibly difficult, especially in an industry obsessed with youth. Janet experienced those pressures firsthand. While critics focused on her appearance, she continued producing music that inspired generations and performing with the same professionalism that made her famous. Her personal life also brought challenges. Public relationships, family tragedies, and years of media scrutiny tested her resilience. Through it all, she maintained a level of dignity that many admired. Rather than allowing gossip to define her, she consistently returned to what she did best, entertaining audiences around the world. Today, Janet Jackson remains a cultural icon whose influence extends far beyond questions about beauty or cosmetic enhancement. Her story serves as a reminder that fame often comes with unrealistic expectations. While conversations about her appearance may continue, her true legacy lies in her groundbreaking music, unforgettable performances, and ability to remain relevant across multiple generations. Few artists have navigated such enormous pressure while preserving both their career and their status as a global superstar. K. Michelle. K. Michelle's journey offers one of the most honest and cautionary stories about cosmetic procedures in modern entertainment. Long before she became known for speaking openly about the dangers of certain enhancements, she was a talented singer determined to succeed in an industry where image often carries as much weight as talent. As her fame grew, so did the pressure to maintain a specific appearance that fit industry expectations. Seeking a more dramatic figure, K. Michelle underwent cosmetic enhancements, including silicone injections that she later revealed were illegal and extremely dangerous. At first, the results appeared successful. Her new look attracted attention and seemed to align with the beauty standards dominating popular culture. However, the consequences soon became impossible to ignore. The silicone began causing serious health complications, leading to pain, swelling, and long-term medical problems. What followed was a painful series of corrective procedures. Doctors worked to remove damaged tissue and address the effects of substances that had migrated throughout her body. The process required multiple surgeries and lengthy recovery periods. Physically and emotionally, the experience was exhausting. Yet, instead of hiding what happened, K. Michelle chose a different path. She began speaking publicly about her mistakes, warning others about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. Her interviews and television appearances transformed her story into an important lesson about health, self-image, and informed decision-making. Many fans praised her honesty because few celebrities are willing to discuss such personal struggles so openly. The experience changed her perspective on beauty. Rather than chasing unrealistic ideals, she started encouraging women to prioritize health and self-confidence. Today, K. Michelle continues to build her music career while using her platform to educate others. Her story is not simply about cosmetic surgery gone wrong. It is about survival, accountability, and the courage to turn painful experiences into lessons that may help others avoid the same mistakes. Vivica A. Fox. Vivica A. Fox rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most recognizable actresses of the 1990s and early 2000s. With memorable performances in films such as Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food, and later Kill Bill, she built a reputation for confidence, beauty, and undeniable screen presence. For years, she represented glamour and success in Hollywood. However, as the entertainment industry evolved, so did the pressure placed on actresses to maintain a youthful appearance. Like many women working in front of cameras, Vivica faced constant scrutiny about aging. As younger stars entered the spotlight, discussions about appearance became increasingly intense. Over the years, fans noticed changes in her facial features, leading to widespread speculation about cosmetic procedures, including Botox fillers and other enhancements. Vivica herself has acknowledged receiving cosmetic treatments and has spoken candidly about some of the choices she made. What makes her story compelling is her honesty. Rather than pretending nothing had changed, she openly admitted that some procedures did not produce the results she expected. Public reaction was often harsh, with social media users criticizing changes to her appearance. In an industry where image can influence opportunities, those reactions carried emotional weight. Despite the criticism, Vivica refused to allow public opinion to define her career. She continued acting, producing, directing, and building businesses while maintaining a strong presence in entertainment. Instead of disappearing from public view, she embraced the lessons learned from her experiences and moved forward with confidence. Today, Vivica A. Fox remains a respected figure whose career has lasted far longer than many of her contemporaries. Her journey highlights the difficult choices many actresses face in a culture obsessed with youth and perfection. More importantly, it demonstrates resilience. While discussions about cosmetic procedures may follow her, her true legacy rests on decades of successful work, determination, and the ability to remain relevant despite changing industry standards and relentless public scrutiny. Donda West. Donda West was not a singer, actress, or television personality, yet her name became permanently linked to one of the most heartbreaking stories associated with cosmetic surgery. A respected professor-educator and the mother of Kanye West, she played a central role in shaping her son's life and career. Intelligent, supportive, and deeply admired by those who knew her, Donda spent much of her life helping others achieve their goals before deciding to make changes of her own. In November 2007, at age 58, Donda underwent multiple cosmetic procedures, including a tummy tuck, breast reduction, and liposuction. The surgery was intended to improve her appearance and boost her confidence. Like countless patients every year, she expected to recover and return to normal life. Tragically, that never happened. Just one day after the operation, Donda suffered severe medical complications and passed away. The news shocked both the entertainment industry and the public. Investigations later concluded that pre-existing health conditions combined with post-operative factors contributed to her death. Regardless of the exact medical details, the outcome was devastating. Her passing had consequences that extended far beyond her family. The tragedy prompted renewed discussions about cosmetic surgery safety and patient screening. In California, her death contributed to legislative changes commonly known as the Donda West Law, requiring medical clearance before certain elective cosmetic procedures. For Kanye West, The loss was life-changing. He frequently spoke about the profound impact his mother's death had on his emotional well-being and artistic journey. Many fans believe it marked a turning point in both his personal life and public persona. Nearly 2 decades later, Donda West's story remains one of the most sobering reminders that cosmetic surgery, while common, is still real surgery with real risks. Her legacy is not defined by the procedure she underwent, but by the lives she touched, the son she inspired, and the lasting conversation her tragic death continues to generate. Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes became a household name through The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where her bold personality, quick wit, and unforgettable one-liners made her one of reality television's biggest stars. Confident and outspoken, she quickly built a loyal fan base while transforming herself into an entrepreneur, actress, author, and television personality. Yet fame also brought relentless attention to her appearance. As her popularity grew, Nene found herself under constant pressure to look younger, slimmer, and more glamorous. Over the years, she openly discussed several cosmetic procedures, including rhinoplasty and body contouring treatments. Unlike many celebrities who avoid the subject, Nene chose transparency, acknowledging that she wanted to feel more comfortable with certain aspects of her appearance. However, public reaction was mixed. Some fans supported her decisions, believing individuals have the right to make personal choices about their bodies. Others criticized the changes, arguing that she had altered the natural features that originally made her unique. Social media amplified every discussion, turning her appearance into a frequent topic of debate. Despite the criticism, Nene remained unapologetic. She explained that her decisions were motivated by personal confidence rather than public approval. Yet her journey also revealed the emotional challenges that accompany life in the spotlight. Every cosmetic change generated new headlines, new opinions, and new scrutiny. The years that followed brought even greater personal challenges. In 2021, her husband Greg Leakes passed away after a battle with cancer. The loss deeply affected her and shifted her focus toward healing, family, and personal growth. During this difficult period, conversations about appearance became far less important than the realities of grief and resilience. Today, Nene Leakes remains one of the most influential figures in reality television history. Her story illustrates how fame can magnify insecurities while also exposing individuals to relentless judgment. Beyond discussions of cosmetic procedures, her legacy is ultimately about perseverance, reinvention, and the strength to keep moving forward through both success and heartbreak. Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim's story is one of the most discussed celebrity transformation journeys in modern entertainment. Emerging in the mid-1990s as a member of Junior MAFIA under the guidance of the notorious B.I.G., she quickly became one of hip-hop's most influential female artists. Her fearless lyrics, bold fashion choices, and undeniable confidence helped redefine the role of women in rap. Yet behind the glamorous image was a woman struggling with insecurities that would eventually change her life. Over the years, fans noticed dramatic changes in Lil' Kim's appearance. What began as relatively subtle cosmetic enhancements gradually evolved into a transformation that sparked endless public discussion. Kim later acknowledged that years of criticism about her appearance deeply affected her self-esteem. She spoke about experiencing emotional abuse in past relationships and facing constant comparisons within the entertainment industry. Those experiences contributed to a desire to alter features she once felt uncomfortable with. As the procedures increased, so did public attention. Media outlets, blogs, and social media users frequently commented on her evolving look, often in harsh and unforgiving ways. Instead of focusing on her accomplishments, many discussions centered on her appearance. The scrutiny created a cycle that seemed impossible to escape. Every new public appearance generated another wave of headlines and criticism. Despite the controversy, Lil' Kim never stopped working. She continued recording music, performing for loyal fans, and maintaining her status as a hip-hop pioneer. Her influence can still be seen in the careers of countless female rappers who followed her path. Yet her story remains a powerful reminder of the emotional pressures celebrities face when appearance becomes as important as talent. While debates about her transformation continue, Lil Kim's legacy is ultimately defined by her groundbreaking contributions to music rather than the cosmetic procedures that later dominated public conversation. Faith Evans. Faith Evans built her reputation through extraordinary talent rather than controversy. As the first female artist signed to Bad Boy Records, she became one of the defining voices of 1990s R&B. Her soulful vocals, songwriting abilities, and timeless recordings helped establish her as a major force in music. However, decades in the spotlight also exposed her to the same pressures many women in entertainment experience regarding beauty, aging, and public image. Throughout her career, Faith's appearance naturally evolved, leading to speculation about cosmetic procedures and aesthetic treatments. Unlike some celebrities whose transformations became dramatic headlines, Evans maintained a relatively understated public image. Discussions about her appearance were often overshadowed by her music, her marriage to the notorious B.I.G., and her role in preserving his legacy following his tragic death in 1997. As the entertainment industry increasingly emphasized youthful appearances, Faith faced the challenge of aging in public while remaining active as a performer. Fans occasionally debated whether she had undergone cosmetic enhancements, but she rarely made such conversations a central part of her public identity. Instead, she focused on creating music, touring, and raising her family. What makes Faith Evans' story different is that her career was never built solely on image. Her success came from vocal ability, songwriting talent, and emotional authenticity. Even as trends changed and new generations of artists emerged, she continued to earn respect within the music industry. This allowed her to avoid many of the career disruptions that can occur when public perception becomes dominated by appearance. Today, Faith Evans remains one of R&B's most respected voices. Her journey highlights the reality that celebrity women often face constant scrutiny regarding how they look. Yet her lasting impact proves that genuine talent can outlive trends, criticism, and changing beauty standards. Her legacy is ultimately rooted in music resilience and the powerful songs that continue to connect with audiences around the world. Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton has never been afraid to speak her mind, and that same honesty has defined much of her public journey, rising to fame alongside her sisters before establishing a successful solo career. Tamar became known for her powerful voice, outspoken personality, and willingness to discuss difficult subjects openly. While her musical achievements earned widespread recognition, her life in the public eye also exposed her to intense scrutiny about her appearance. Over the years, Tamar acknowledged undergoing cosmetic procedures, including enhancements she felt helped improve her confidence. Unlike many celebrities who avoid discussing such decisions, she often approached the subject with transparency. Her openness resonated with fans who appreciated her refusal to pretend perfection came naturally. However, that honesty also placed her at the center of ongoing conversations about beauty standards and the pressure women face in entertainment. For Tamar, appearance was never the only challenge. She endured public relationship struggles, career setbacks, and serious mental health battles. In 2020, concerns about her emotional well-being became national news, prompting widespread support from fans and fellow entertainers. That difficult period shifted public attention away from superficial topics and toward the deeper realities of fame, stress, and personal survival. What makes Tamar's story particularly compelling is her resilience. Rather than allowing criticism or hardship to silence her, she continued, rebuilding her career while focusing on healing and personal growth. She frequently reminded audiences that self-worth cannot be measured solely by physical appearance. Confidence, she argued, comes from accepting oneself rather than endlessly pursuing perfection. Today, Tamar Braxton remains an influential voice in music and television. Her journey illustrates how cosmetic procedures are often only one small part of a much larger story. Behind every public transformation is a person navigating expectations, insecurities, and life-changing challenges. Tamar's legacy is not defined by how she looks, but by her strength, honesty, and determination to keep moving forward despite adversity. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's transformation remains one of the most discussed celebrity stories in modern history. Long before social media amplified every change in a public figure's appearance, the king of pop lived under relentless scrutiny. From the moment he became a global superstar, with Off the Wall and later Thriller, millions watched his every move. While his musical achievements shattered records and redefined entertainment, public fascination with his appearance often overshadowed his accomplishments. Jackson acknowledged undergoing rhinoplasty after suffering a broken nose, but over the years, his facial features changed dramatically. Multiple surgeries, combined with his battle against vitiligo, created endless speculation and controversy. Critics accused him of trying to alter his identity, while supporters argued that years of pressure, insecurity, and public judgment contributed to his decisions. Whatever the reason, his appearance became one of the most debated topics in popular culture. As the procedures continued, health concerns followed. Jackson reportedly experienced breathing issues and required reconstructive work after earlier surgeries. At the same time, he struggled with chronic pain from injuries sustained during performances. These physical challenges led to increasing dependence on prescription medications. While cosmetic surgery was not the direct cause of his death, the cycle of medical treatments, pain management, and prescription drug use became an important part of his later years. Despite the controversy, Jackson never lost his ability to captivate audiences. Even decades after his peak commercial success, fans remained fascinated by his music creativity and humanitarian efforts. Yet his story also serves as a cautionary tale about the emotional cost of perfectionism. Few entertainers experienced greater pressure to look flawless while carrying the expectations of an entire world. Today, Michael Jackson's legacy remains rooted in his extraordinary talent rather than his appearance. His journey illustrates how fame can magnify insecurities and how the pursuit of perfection can sometimes come at a significant personal cost. Hazel E. Hazel E. became widely known through Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, where her glamorous lifestyle and outspoken personality quickly attracted attention. Like many reality television stars, she operated in an environment where appearance often influenced opportunities, endorsements, and public visibility. As social media grew, increasingly focused on beauty standards, maintaining a certain image became an important part of her brand. Over the years, Hazel E. openly discussed undergoing cosmetic procedures to enhance her appearance. However, one of her most publicized experiences involved complications following surgery performed overseas. According to her own accounts, she developed a serious infection after a cosmetic procedure, creating a frightening health crisis that required extensive medical treatment. Images she later shared shocked many fans and highlighted the risks associated with surgical tourism and bargain procedures. The experience became a turning point. Instead of presenting cosmetic surgery as an easy path to beauty, Hazel E. began speaking about the dangers of prioritizing appearance over safety. She described the physical pain, emotional stress, and uncertainty that followed the complications. Recovery required patience, medical intervention, and a willingness to confront the consequences of choices made in pursuit of a particular look. What makes her story significant is its transparency. Many celebrities rarely discuss complications publicly, fearing embarrassment or criticism. Hazel E. took the opposite approach, using her experience as a warning for others considering similar procedures. Her honesty sparked conversations about research, medical standards, and the importance of selecting qualified professionals. Today, her journey stands as a reminder that cosmetic enhancements carry real risks. While beauty trends constantly evolve, health consequences can last much longer. Hazel E's experience transformed her from someone pursuing aesthetic perfection into someone encouraging greater awareness and caution, making her story one of the more powerful lessons in the modern conversation about cosmetic surgery. Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton built one of the most successful careers in R&B history through a voice that instantly captivated listeners. Songs such as Breathe Again, Another Sad Love Song, and Unbreak My Heart established her as one of the defining artists of the 1990s. Yet alongside fame came intense public scrutiny. As a performer whose career spanned decades, she experienced firsthand the pressure women faced to remain youthful and glamorous in a highly competitive industry. Throughout the years, discussions occasionally surfaced regarding possible cosmetic procedures and aesthetic treatments. While Braxton has been open about certain beauty routines and personal choices, she has never allowed conversations about appearance to define her public identity. Instead, she consistently focused on music performance and personal growth. Unlike many celebrities whose careers became dominated by transformation headlines, Toni maintained control of her narrative. Her greatest challenges came from health issues rather than cosmetic procedures. She publicly revealed her diagnosis with lupus, an autoimmune disease that affected her energy touring schedule and overall well-being. Managing a chronic illness while maintaining a demanding career required extraordinary resilience. At times, the condition forced her to cancel performances and re-evaluate professional commitments. Financial setbacks also tested her strength. Despite enormous success, Braxton faced highly publicized financial difficulties that forced her to rebuild multiple times. Through each challenge, she remained committed to her craft and continued performing for loyal audiences around the world. Today, Toni Braxton represents endurance. While beauty standards and public expectations changed repeatedly throughout her career, she remained focused on what truly made her successful: her voice artistry and emotional connection with listeners. Her story demonstrates that lasting success is not built on appearance alone, but on talent, adaptability, and the ability to overcome obstacles while continuing to inspire others. Cardi B's rise from social media personality to Grammy-winning rapper is one of the most remarkable success stories in modern music. Unlike many celebrities who avoid discussing cosmetic enhancements, Cardi has often spoken openly about procedures she underwent before and after achieving fame. Her honesty made her one of the most transparent public figures in conversations surrounding body image and cosmetic surgery. Before becoming a global superstar, Cardi underwent cosmetic procedures that she believed would help her confidence and career opportunities. As her popularity exploded following hits like Bodak Yellow, public interest in her appearance grew just as quickly. Rather than denying changes, she frequently acknowledged them, explaining her choices with the same directness that made fans connect with her in the first place. However, Cardi's experience also highlighted the risks involved. In 2019, she publicly revealed that she experienced complications and physical discomfort following cosmetic procedures. Doctors advised rest and recovery, forcing her to postpone performances and re-evaluate how quickly she was returning to work. The situation became a reminder that even successful outcomes can involve pain, medical risks, and unexpected consequences. What distinguishes Cardi from many celebrities is her willingness to discuss both the benefits and drawbacks. She has never portrayed cosmetic surgery as a magical solution. Instead, she has emphasized the importance of research, proper medical care, and realistic expectations. Her candid approach helped create a more honest conversation about beauty standards and body modification. Today, Cardi B remains one of the most influential entertainers of her generation. While discussions about her appearance continue, they represent only a small part of a much larger story. Her legacy is built on ambition, authenticity, and the determination to succeed against enormous odds. Her experiences with cosmetic procedures simply add another chapter to a journey defined by resilience and self-expression. Countess Vaughn. Countess Vaughn became a familiar face to television audiences through hit sitcoms such as Moesha and The Parkers. Her natural comedic talent, unforgettable personality, and strong screen presence made her one of the most recognizable young actresses of the late 1990s. Fans loved her confidence and humor, but behind the laughter was someone dealing with the same pressures many women in entertainment face: constant criticism about appearance and body image. After becoming a mother, Vaughn faced intense public scrutiny regarding her weight. Determined to regain confidence and improve her appearance, she underwent cosmetic procedures, including liposuction and a tummy tuck. What was supposed to be a positive transformation quickly turned into a painful ordeal. Following surgery, she experienced serious complications, including infections and severe scarring. Recovery proved far more difficult than she had anticipated. Unlike many celebrities who keep such experiences private, Vaughn eventually chose to share her story publicly. During appearances on reality television, she openly discussed the emotional and physical consequences of the procedure. She revealed the scars left behind and spoke honestly about the disappointment she felt after expecting a dramatically different outcome. Her vulnerability resonated with many viewers who appreciated her willingness to discuss a subject often hidden behind Hollywood glamour. The experience changed her perspective on beauty and self-acceptance. Rather than focusing solely on physical appearance, she began encouraging others to prioritize health, confidence, and realistic expectations. Her story became a cautionary reminder that cosmetic surgery carries real risks regardless of fame or financial resources. Today, Countess Vaughn remains admired for both her talent and her honesty. While audiences still remember her iconic television roles, many also respect her courage in speaking openly about a painful chapter of her life. Her journey demonstrates that true confidence often comes not from changing one's appearance, but from accepting oneself despite imperfections and setbacks. Nicki Minaj transformed the rap industry through creativity, charisma, and an unmistakable personality. Since emerging as a global superstar in the late 2000s, she has dominated charts, broken records, and inspired a generation of female rappers. Alongside her musical success came constant discussion about her appearance. As her fame grew, so did public speculation regarding cosmetic enhancements and body modifications. Throughout her career, Nicki has often been the subject of rumors involving procedures ranging from facial enhancements to body contouring. While she has denied many specific claims and rarely provides detailed explanations, discussions about her appearance have remained a recurring topic in entertainment media. Fans and critics alike have debated how much of her transformation resulted from styling, makeup, fitness, or cosmetic intervention. What makes Nicki's story different is her refusal to allow those conversations to overshadow her achievements. Rather than spending years responding to speculation, she focused on building one of the most successful careers in hip-hop history. Multi-platinum albums, sold-out tours, and numerous awards established her as an artist whose accomplishments extended far beyond questions about appearance. At the same time, her experience reflects the enormous pressure placed on women in entertainment. Female artists are often judged not only by their talent but also by how they look. Every photograph, performance, and public appearance becomes part of a larger conversation about beauty standards. Nicki has navigated those challenges while maintaining a level of confidence that helped define her public image. Today, Nicki Minaj remains one of the most influential figures in modern music. Whether discussions about cosmetic procedures are accurate or not, they represent only a small part of her story. Her true legacy lies in her impact on hip-hop, her business success, and her ability to remain at the top of a highly competitive industry for more than a decade. LaToya Jackson. LaToya Jackson spent much of her life living under extraordinary public attention. As a member of the famous Jackson family, she grew up in one of the most scrutinized households in entertainment history. While her siblings achieved global fame, LaToya faced unique challenges as she attempted to establish her own identity in an environment where comparisons were unavoidable. During the 1980s and 1990s, changes in her appearance became increasingly noticeable, leading to widespread speculation about cosmetic surgery. Over time, discussions about rhinoplasty and other procedures often overshadowed her music and television work. As public fascination with the Jackson family intensified, every change to her appearance generated new headlines and commentary. Unlike many celebrities who remain silent on such topics, LaToya occasionally acknowledged feeling pressure regarding beauty and image. Living in an industry where appearance could influence opportunities made those pressures difficult to escape. Unfortunately, the public response was often harsh. Critics focused more on her evolving look than on her professional accomplishments, creating challenges that followed her throughout much of her career. Despite these obstacles, LaToya continued working in music, television, and reality programming. She repeatedly reinvented herself while maintaining strong connections with fans who appreciated her resilience. Her willingness to remain visible despite years of criticism demonstrated remarkable perseverance. Perhaps the most difficult chapter of her life came through personal struggles and highly publicized family issues. Yet through every controversy, she continued moving forward. Her story is not simply about cosmetic procedures. It is about surviving life under an intense spotlight that few people could truly understand. Today, LaToya Jackson remains an enduring figure in popular culture. While discussions about her appearance continue, they represent only one aspect of a much larger journey. Her life reflects resilience, adaptation, and the determination to maintain her own identity despite decades of public scrutiny and extraordinary expectations. Trina. Trina earned the nickname the Diamond Princess for a reason. Since breaking onto the national scene in the late 1990s through her collaboration with Trick Daddy, she established herself as one of the most influential female rappers of her generation. Her confidence, glamorous image, and unapologetic personality helped her stand out in a male-dominated industry. However, maintaining that image came with enormous pressure, especially as social media and celebrity culture placed increasing emphasis on physical appearance. Over the years, Trina faced persistent speculation about cosmetic enhancements and body contouring procedures. Like many women in entertainment, she found herself in an environment where youth curves and beauty were constantly discussed. While she has never allowed those conversations to define her career, public attention often focused on her appearance as much as her music. Fans frequently debated changes in her look, creating endless headlines and online discussions. What separates Trina from many celebrities is her ability to maintain confidence regardless of criticism. Rather than allowing public opinion to control her self-image, she continued building her brand through music business ventures and reality television. She remained a respected figure in hip-hop even as beauty trends changed around her. Beyond appearance, Trina experienced profound personal hardships. She endured the heartbreaking loss of her mother and later her younger brother, tragedies that deeply affected her life. Those experiences reminded both fans and observers that real struggles often exist behind glamorous public images. Through grief and adversity, she continued moving forward with remarkable strength. Today, Trina's legacy extends far beyond conversations about cosmetic procedures. She helped open doors for future generations of female rappers and proved that longevity in entertainment requires more than appearance. Her journey reflects resilience, self-confidence, and determination. While discussions about beauty may follow her, her true impact comes from a career built on talent, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to being herself. Jackie Harry. Jackie Harry became a television icon through her unforgettable comedic performances and larger-than-life personality. Best known for her Emmy-winning role on 227 and later as Lisa Landry on Sister Sister, she built a career that spanned decades and inspired countless aspiring black actresses. Her sharp wit and unique comedic style made her a beloved figure long before conversations about celebrity cosmetic procedures became common. As the years passed, Jackie experienced the same challenges many actresses face while aging in Hollywood. The entertainment industry often places enormous pressure on women to maintain youthful appearances regardless of age or achievement. Like many performers, she explored beauty treatments and cosmetic enhancements while navigating a business that frequently rewards youth over experience. Unlike celebrities whose careers became dominated by discussions of appearance, Jackie never allowed those conversations to overshadow her accomplishments. Her reputation remained rooted in talent, professionalism, and versatility. Whether appearing in sitcoms, soap operas, or guest starring on television shows, she consistently demonstrated why she remained in demand for decades. One reason audiences continue to admire Jackie is her authenticity. She has always approached life with humor and honesty, refusing to pretend that aging is easy in a profession built on image. Rather than chasing impossible standards, she embraced the reality that beauty evolves over time. This perspective helped her maintain relevance while many of her peers struggled to adapt. Beyond her career, Jackie also navigated personal challenges, including failed marriages and the demands of raising a family while working in a competitive industry. Through every stage of life, she remained resilient and focused on her craft. Today, Jackie Harry stands as one of television's most respected veterans. Her story demonstrates that longevity is not achieved through appearance alone. It comes from talent, adaptability, and a willingness to keep evolving. While cosmetic procedures may occasionally enter public discussion, her enduring legacy is built on laughter, groundbreaking achievements, and a career that continues to inspire new generations. Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna became one of the most recognizable personalities of the social media era through modeling, entrepreneurship, and reality television. Her dramatic look, curvy figure, and highly publicized relationships made her a constant subject of entertainment headlines. For years, she represented a beauty standard that dominated social media culture where cosmetic enhancements were often celebrated and widely imitated. As her fame grew, Chyna openly embraced procedures that helped create her signature appearance. However, unlike many celebrities who remained committed to that image indefinitely, she later embarked on a highly publicized journey in the opposite direction. In recent years, she revealed that she was removing facial fillers, dissolving cosmetic enhancements, and reversing several procedures that had once defined her look. Her decision surprised many fans. Instead of chasing increasingly dramatic transformations, she spoke about personal growth, health concerns, and the desire to reconnect with her natural appearance. Videos documenting the process attracted millions of views and sparked widespread discussion about beauty standards, self-esteem, and the pressures created by social media culture. What made the transformation especially powerful was its message. Chyna explained that some of the procedures she once embraced no longer reflected who she wanted to be. Her willingness to reverse those choices demonstrated that beauty trends are often temporary, while health and self-acceptance remain far more important. The journey also marked a broader change in her life. Alongside physical transformations, she discussed spirituality, personal development, and a desire to move away from the controversies that had often surrounded her public image. Many supporters viewed the decision as a sign of maturity and self-reflection. Today, Blac Chyna's story serves as a reminder that cosmetic enhancement is not always a one-way path. Her experience highlights both the attraction and the potential consequences of pursuing perfection. More importantly, it illustrates that true confidence often comes not from changing how others see you, but from becoming comfortable with who you are. Lil Mama. Lil Mama, burst onto the music scene in 2007 with the hit single Lip Gloss, becoming one of the youngest female rappers to achieve mainstream success. Her energetic personality, distinctive style, and confidence quickly made her a fan favorite. At a time when social media was beginning to influence beauty standards more than ever before, she found herself under intense pressure to maintain a flawless image. Every public appearance, photograph, and performance invited scrutiny from critics and fans alike. Unlike many celebrities who openly embraced dramatic cosmetic transformations, Lil Mama's story is more about the pressure surrounding appearance than confirmed extensive surgery. Throughout her career, rumors frequently surfaced regarding possible cosmetic enhancements, facial procedures, and aesthetic treatments. As often happens in entertainment, speculation sometimes became louder than facts. The public focused on her appearance almost as much as her talent, creating an environment where maintaining confidence could be incredibly difficult. What makes Lil Mama's journey meaningful is her resilience. Following a period when her music career slowed, she faced criticism from both the industry and online audiences. Instead of allowing those challenges to define her, she reinvented herself through acting, television appearances, and inspirational speaking. Her acclaimed portrayal of Lisa "Left Eye" Lopez in the TLC biopic introduced her to a new audience and demonstrated her versatility as a performer. Over time, she became increasingly vocal about self-confidence and personal growth. Rather than encouraging people to chase unrealistic standards, she emphasized the importance of embracing individuality. Her message resonated with many young fans struggling with the same insecurities that celebrity culture often creates. Today, Lil Mama's story serves as a reminder that public perception can sometimes overshadow reality. While discussions about beauty and appearance have followed her throughout her career, her true legacy lies in perseverance, talent, and the determination to keep evolving despite criticism. Her journey proves that confidence is built from within, not from meeting society's constantly changing expectations. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg has spent decades standing apart from traditional Hollywood beauty standards. As an Oscar, Emmy, Grammy, and Tony Award winner, she built one of the most successful careers in entertainment history through talent, intelligence, and authenticity rather than physical appearance. Unlike many stars who felt pressured to dramatically alter their looks, Goldberg often challenged the industry's narrow definition of beauty and encouraged others to do the same. Throughout her long career, discussions about cosmetic procedures occasionally surfaced, particularly as she aged in the public eye. However, Whoopi consistently focused attention on her work rather than her appearance. She openly criticized unrealistic beauty expectations and frequently spoke about the pressure women face to remain youthful. Her willingness to reject those standards made her a unique voice in an industry often obsessed with perfection. That does not mean she escaped criticism. As a television host, actress, and public figure, Goldberg endured years of commentary about her looks, weight, and aging process. Yet, she refused to let those conversations dictate her choices. Instead, she built a reputation for honesty, humor, and independence. Her success demonstrated that longevity in entertainment does not require conforming to every trend or cosmetic ideal. In recent years, Goldberg has faced significant health challenges, including serious illness and extended recovery periods. Through it all, she remained active, continuing her work on television while maintaining the same straightforward personality audiences have admired for decades. Her resilience became an inspiration to many viewers who appreciated her refusal to hide the realities of aging. Today, Whoopi Goldberg represents something increasingly rare in celebrity culture: authenticity. While others chased perfection, she built a legacy rooted in talent and individuality. Her story reminds us that true success comes not from changing who you are, but from embracing it. In an era dominated by filters, procedures, and unrealistic expectations, that message remains more powerful than ever. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams built an empire by saying what others were afraid to say. Her fearless personality, sharp commentary, and unforgettable catchphrases transformed her from a radio host into one of the most influential figures in daytime television. For years, she entertained millions by discussing celebrity news with humor and honesty. Yet behind the confidence was a woman facing immense pressure to maintain a public image while battling personal and health challenges. Over the years, Wendy openly acknowledged undergoing cosmetic procedures, including breast augmentation and other aesthetic enhancements. Unlike many celebrities who avoided the topic, she frequently discussed her experiences with remarkable transparency. She often joked about her surgeries and treated them as personal choices rather than secrets. That honesty earned respect from fans who appreciated her straightforward approach. However, Wendy's story eventually became less about appearance and more about health. In addition to dealing with Graves' disease and lymphedema, she faced increasingly serious medical challenges that affected her career and personal life. As concerns about her well-being grew, public attention shifted from her glamorous television image to her struggles behind the scenes. The cancellation of The Wendy Williams Show marked the end of an era. For decades, she had been one of television's most recognizable personalities, but declining health made continuing impossible. Later reports regarding cognitive and neurological issues brought even greater concern from fans who had followed her journey for years. What makes Wendy's story especially emotional is the contrast between her public strength and private battles. She spent much of her career discussing other people's lives while quietly carrying burdens of her own. Today, many supporters view her not simply as a television host, but as a symbol of resilience. Her legacy extends far beyond cosmetic procedures or celebrity gossip. Wendy Williams changed daytime television through authenticity, boldness, and an ability to connect with audiences. Her journey reminds us that fame can hide tremendous personal struggles and that true strength is often revealed during life's most difficult moments. As we reach the end of these remarkable stories, one question remains: was the pursuit of beauty worth the price some of these stars ultimately paid? From Michael Jackson and Lil' Kim to Wendy Williams and K. Michelle. Each journey reveals the enormous pressure celebrities face to meet impossible standards. Some found confidence, others faced painful complications, and a few spent years trying to undo decisions they once believed would change their lives for the better. What do you think? Which celebrities' transformation shocked you the most, and who do you believe faced the greatest consequences? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support Golden Black Legends for more fascinating celebrity stories and untold histories.